What is up, guys? How is it going today? My name is Syratube, and welcome back to our flipping live stream. We do this every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course, if you want to know when we're going live, you can join us in our Discord group. There is a link in the description below to go check that out. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I am excited for an awesome episode today. Hopefully you guys are excited too, and let's just go get into it. Ya is the first one here today. He says, hey, what is up, Ya? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's make some bank today, guys. Super excited. We're working with 1.15 billion GP today. Really crazy how much money we actually have to work with. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and stick to the high volume items today. I know we've been doing a lot of high volume items recently, and basically on the live streams, we've only been doing high volume items. And the reason that kind of is because we're getting a lot of viewers now, which is a good thing, on our live streams, and I'm not able to do a lot of the higher margin stuff, so we do have to stick to the high volume stuff pretty strictly here today. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and list a bunch of things. There's going to be a ton of flip showcase today, some good for smaller cash stacks, others good for medium cash stack, and others good for larger cash stacks as well. So be sure you're tuning in, staying tuned to the stream, and of course ask me any questions if you do have any questions about what we're flipping today, then I'll be sure to answer them. Mitchell Wolf says, yo, yo, yo. Good to see you, Mitchell. Thank you for tuning in. Vindes popping in saying, oi. What is up, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go ahead. We're going to do the Magic Logs 2 here. I haven't loved the Magic Logs recently. So I do like to flip the Magic Logs when they're on the cheaper end, like under 1,000 GP each, but recently, like, they have just not really held great margins for me. We'll go ahead and do it anyway. Stick to the super safe stuff. We'll check out the Grimy Renars as well today. I'm so glad I didn't hold these. I'm so glad. I had a bunch of these Grimy Renars bought at like 8,500 that I tried to flip overnight, and I did sell them for like a 3 mil loss in the morning, and it was a little bit tough to swallow that one, but again, not a huge deal. We'll do 5k of those just because the margin's not too good on them. Mitchell Wolf says, ever consider getting your face on the stream? Sometimes we do the face cam streams. It's been a while since we've done one. The last one was pretty funny though. We had a full suit on and everything, so that was quite the stream. But sometimes we do put the face in. If you guys want me to, I can plan on doing that in one of our future live streams here, but just let me know. Welcome everybody, everyone's piling in today. Ya says, Snapdragon Seeds had around a 1k margin earlier, but I'm not sure if it is still going though. Let's give it a look today. We'll check out these Snapdragon Seeds. The seed flips have been really good recently, actually. If you have like a medium cash tag, I'd say around like 50 to 100 mil, seed flips have been fantastic, and you should try to get them in because they are quite lucrative. They're not great. 500 GP margins, not bad, but we'll try the Renar seeds as well. Although that is a little bit risky since we have the Grimy Renar weed flipping as well, so we do have to keep that in mind. David Wolf says, when is Syratube gonna make another appearance? I don't really use him too much, but I do have him as an account on the side, so we can bring him back for another stream if we want. Welcome Zebra, welcome Gabriel, and Mitchell Wolf says, have any stats about your playtime to flipping profit ratio? No, I don't, but you can look at your total playtime in this game, but I'm a little bit disgusted to go look at that, so we're not going to be doing that today, that is for sure. And apparently, if you look at your playtime, it's kind of like an account security risk if other people see it, so I'd rather not go ahead and look at that. Anyway, the Dragon Arrows here, I usually flip these on every live stream we have, especially the ones where we focus on high volume items. And it's just not a good margin today. We're going to stay away from it. We actually haven't found very many good margins here yet. The Dragon Dart tips are okay. The Blood Runes they're just average, really. We're going to go ahead and flip the Amulet of Fury. It's a super quick flip. I love flipping the Amulet of Fury. Even with smaller cash stacks, this thing is really, really good. I would say like a 20 mil stack is just prime to flip these Amulets of Fury. Look how fast these puppies are going to flip, guys, going for about a 15k margin, and they typically hold a decent margin. You don't want to flip it if it's like under 8k. I would say it's probably not worth it if that is the case. Reiner says, yo, 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 what is up, Reiner? And Tyler coming back today. He says, yo, yo, morning from Chicago. What is up, man? It's a little bit earlier there in Chicago. I wonder if the weather is nice there today as well. Anyway, let me know where you guys are tuning in from in the world today. I just love to hear where you guys are watching the stream from, because we have people all across the world tuning into this, which is crazy to think that is the case. 75 Attack Boy says, brother, try the red chinchompas. It took me 10 minutes to complete my margin just now, and I made 550k. Thank you for the suggestion, 75 Attack Boy. We'll give it a shot here. Looks like, oh wow, look at this. Looks like red chinchompas have bottomed out from their lowest price. They are starting to go back up in price, potentially looking good for an investment. But again, I haven't looked at it on GE Tracker, so I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and flip them. I don't think we're going to make the advertised 550k, but will still be a pretty good flip. And there we go, the blood runes have sold off. Let's go ahead and do the death runes right after that. Actually, we're going to do the law runes instead. Typically, the law runes hold a better margin for me, so I'd like to capitalize on the more profitable stuff first before we move into stuff that's not as reliable. Now, not that death runes are unreliable, but I just tend to get better margins on the law runes, and the limit is higher, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, we have Zebra asking, why don't you use the collect all button? It's just not, you don't really want to use the collect all button unless you're collecting cash, and we don't have, like, I mean, you can if you want, it's just not my preference. I don't want to collect all these items here and turn around and sell them. I'd rather the flip finish, take all the quantity and just turn around and sell it back. Just a little bit easier to manage in my opinion, but everyone does it their own way. Let's go ahead and sell these Furies for a little bit under the original margin. Not a big deal. We're going to get 14k for every Amulet of Fury we are able to flip here. It's going to be a great lucrative flip for us, and we're not going to be disappointed in that. I guarantee it. Stanley says he is tuning in from Belgium. That's freaking awesome, man. I have been to Belgium one time, a couple years ago, and it was pretty fun. So, anyway, Tyler says was crappy yesterday. 2 days of no power. Back now, getting to that sun. I totally messed that up. Now, getting sunny and beautiful. Yes, it is sunny and beautiful here, but guys, if you are in the US, especially in any major cities, be careful. There are some riots going on right now, so you do want to stay inside if it is dangerous out there. But just be aware of your situation. I know some of us RuneScape players, we kind of lock ourselves in the basement for a while, and we play this game a little bit too much, so I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you. It's getting a little crazy here in the US. But anyway, Ezio TV says, watching you from my mom's basement. What's up, Ezio, man? Thank you for tuning in, bro. And that's dedication, watching from your mom's basement here. Now, let's go ahead and collect the Amulets of Fury. I told you guys that would be a solid flip for us on the stream today. 88.8k total profit on that. Very, very nice. Tome of Fire apparently going for a decent margin today, coming from Gabriel. We are not going to flip the Tome of Fire today, but what we can do is we can go ahead and check out the Burnt Pages, which is the counterpart to the Tome of Fire. We'll go ahead and check these out, see if they have a good margin. Now, originally, these tomes, or these Burnt Pages, had a huge crash a couple of months back when they doubled the count coming into the game, which was a little insane by Jagex. I was not expecting that. Looks like we ran into an error there. We're going to go ahead and relist those, but not a big deal. We'll go ahead, not 56k, 5k. I'm all over the place today, guys. Now, we've got about one bill left to work with to put into another high volume flip. Let me think here what we can do. I wish you a lot of luck this session. I gotta go for now, but definitely will watch later. Zebra, sounds good, man. Thank you for tuning in, stopping by, and saying hi. Hopefully you drop a like as well, of course, if you are enjoying the stream. Really does help me out a lot, guys. You guys have just been blowing up the like button recently, and it has been promoting my channel like crazy. Thank you, guys. No Espanol, Gabriel. Hopefully I said that right. I don't know Spanish, unfortunately. 191, we're going to sell these law runes for. Mitchell Wolf says, that's crazy because I'm watching from Ezio's mom's bedroom. Yo. Yo, you gotta calm down, bro. You gotta calm down. Anyway, we're already at 110k profit here on the stream. 138k. Let me hold my tongue there. Now, let's go ahead and put in another offer here. I want to flip something that's like at least has a decent margin that we can flip. Let me think about what we can do here. Let me think. What is a good one we can go ahead and flip? I don't want to do anything that's high margin. That's a problem. Let's try the toxic blowpipe. We did that a few streams ago, and yes, it's not really a high margin item, but it's not exactly a high volume item either. But we'll go ahead and check it out here. Ooh, a really solid margin on the toxic blowpipes here, and we're gonna go ahead and list 7 of those. It's going to run us about 32 mil. The toxic blowpipes are a really good flip for around a 75 to 100 mil cash stack, and that is to flip the item with low risk, by the way. You can obviously flip it for less than that, with a smaller cash stack than that, but it will be a little bit risky for you. David Wolf says, get this Mitch Wolf guy out of here. All he does is cause problems. That's really odd because you guys have the same last name. Questionable movements. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Now, we secured our profits on the law runes there. We made 36k. Very nice flip right there. Very quick. Let's go ahead and do the nature runes to follow up with that. We do have the death runes on our radar as well, so we're not going to forget about those. Let's see here. Wow, really solid margin on the nature runes. I don't think this margin is actually going to hold for very long, so we're going to go in and try to get as many as we can before it does crash. That's why I did knock it up 1 GP as well. I do want to compete for that margin. It's a very strong margin, and we'll be able to make a good bit of profit off of that. Yeah, wow, Nats, holy crap. Right, dude? I'm telling you. Sometimes these runes will these margins will stretch. The rune it happens the most with is the blood runes. Sometimes on blood runes, you can make a serious amount of bank. Like, I'm telling you, I think I've had like 8 GP margins on blood runes before, and you can buy and sell them within like 4 to 5 minutes max. I'm not even kidding. It's really insane. Anyway, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping, let me know. I'd love to answer your questions. Wild Muffin says, what's good, Sierra? Good to see you, Wild Muffin. Thanks for tuning in today. PVM Lee says, do you reckon that nature runes will go back up? I don't know. I haven't actually looked at nature runes like on an overall scale. I don't know if they're cheap right now or not. If I had to guess, the bots in the game are probably affecting the prices right now a fair bit. I have to look at what the nature runes actually trade for normally, but I can take a look at that right now actually, and I'll let you know if I think they will go back up. My guess is they probably will. Since you're asking the question, they are likely cheaper than they usually are. So let me take a look at that real quick. And as I am looking, we actually are closing that margin on the nature runes, which is really insane. Oh my god, it's closing so fast. What is going on? Wow. I don't think I've ever had that solid of a margin on nature runes. Like, don't forget, nature runes are a free-to-play item, so that's pretty crazy. Let me take a look at the runes here. So it looks like nature runes are a little bit under their average price right now. They can still fall a little bit lower to around 205, 206 GP. So while I do think they will go back up probably to around the 270 range within, you know, a 3-month period, we do have a little bit more regression coming in on the nature runes, I would think. It's possible that doesn't happen, but I would expect it to fall a little bit more. OG Op says, are you still in college? No, I graduated a couple years back here. Flipping to Max says, hey everyone, how's it going, Syratube? Haven't seen you in a while, Flipping to Max. Welcome back to the streams, man. Waffle comes in and says, Dragon Claws are hot right now, by the way, trying to meme me up here. Anyway, we made 60k on the nature runes. If you guys don't know, I'm notoriously bad at flipping Dragon Claws, but I think I figured out how to flip them, because these last couple times I have actually flipped them, I've made a good bit of money, so I'm not really going to complain about that one. 991 GP. Let's go ahead and flip the air orbs next. Once we flip these air orbs, we're actually going to follow up on them and do the battle staves, I think. I know we said we were going to do the death runes, but I don't think the death runes are going to make us much more than like 30-ish K. Although the rune margins have been pretty solid today, so not exactly sure. Is the water joke still alive? It's alive, but it's only known by like OG members. Like only people who have been around for a good amount of time, OG op, still remember the water and still make donations. So it's kind of funny. It's more of like an ancient meme, you know? It's like written on the stone tablet, but it's still alive, yes. It was not lost to history. Anyway, we have the red Chinchompas here. I think the plugin is actually giving us a wrong sell price. I think they're going for 1,429 each. So we're going to go ahead and list that. Let it do its thing. The Scepters charged and uncharged. Dude, Scepters are... I was watching them the other day. They jumped like 400k in 2 hours. I was like, okay, I'm not going to touch those Scepters anymore. Too spooky for me. I tried to buy some, but I didn't get in on time, and it went off without me. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. Oh, we've got a tip coming in from Owen. Wow, it has been a while since I've gotten one of those. Thank you so much, Owen, for the $1 donation. Really do appreciate it, man. Wow. Okay, that really inspired me, dude. Thank you so much for that. And I know it's only $1, but, you know, it shows good intentions, and I really appreciate that. Hopefully, I've helped you out a lot with some flipping advice and flipping tips, and thank you for being active in the Discord as well. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, he sent a link here as well. Let me check it out. I'm not going to pull it up on stream yet. I got to make sure it's safe. Oh, wow, he had a red Chinchompa flip for 500k. That's freaking wild, man. Why didn't I get that margin? Anyway. Maybe I was too late. He is just paying his toll for you teaching him. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Owen. These magic logs, so my goal on these live streams recently has been to like maintenance my flips more and be more on top of it, because a lot of the times I get distracted with the chat and I get lazy and I stop checking my margins. So we're gonna try to sell these magic logs for 1 GP, a 1 GP margin. So it's really not going to be that great, but I do want to get them off of our hands since we literally have sold none of them so far, and it was the 3rd flip that we listed. Now we're going to go ahead and sell these toxic bull pipes as well. Make sure we're competitive on the pricing there. Should sell pretty quick. I'm really hoping that hits, because that is a really solid margin. Yes, okay. That's a really solid margin on that, so I want to make sure we're able to get it off. Items are trading really fast today. The only thing that's not trading right now is the magic logs, so that's pretty crazy. We're going to turn around and sell these dragon dart tips, though. I don't think they're going to do us any good at this point, so we're going to go ahead and cash out of those. Don't forget to like the stream, says Flipping to Max. He's got to go. I'll talk to you later. See you later, Flipping to Max. Thank you for stopping by today, and I really do appreciate the support. Up to 482k, excuse me, on the stream today, man. And anyway, World of RS says, hey Sierra, how are my daily profits lately? Are you proud? World of RS, you are absolutely killing it with the flips, man. Yes, you are doing a great job. Keep me updated. I'd like to know your cash stack gains, and you've been doing great recently, so keep up the activity. Let's go ahead and flip the battle stabs next, guys. 75 Attack Boy says he loves the content and is very helpful, and I have an active Discord as well, so thank you for that, 75 Attack, man. I do appreciate that. Now, let's go ahead and flip these battle stabs. Not a great margin on them, but we're going to list it a little bit under what we checked for. Typically, they actually will buy out with the battle stabs when you do that, so we'll just pump 10k battle stabs into a buy offer there. Tyler Hoy says, you ever tested the impling jars? No, I've never flipped impling jars before. I've tried to do eclectic implings, but I don't love the flip. It's not my favorite. I find that there are some better flips around the same kind of cost that are also very, very good. So I tend to avoid doing the eclectic implings or any kind of impling, to be honest. But that being said, we did have someone make absolute bank on dragon implant jars recently in our Discord group. I think they made like 20 mil or something. It was crazy. Right place, right time, I guess. Waffle says, try cutting watermelon while waiting for flips. We should actually do some fletching, because I do have some logs we can cut up here. But let me think of another flip we can do in the meantime. Let's try and do... Oh, let's check our Zolver scales. We haven't done those yet today. Zolver scales are a really good flip for smaller cash stacks, like anywhere like 10-15 mil cash stack. Zolver scales are probably the #1 flip. Sometimes you can get 2 to 3 GP on these margins, and honestly, the limit is 30,000 every 4 hours. One of the safest flips you have, like, you might as well capitalize on it. It's honestly like the freest money. It's not free money, but it's really easy money. Let's go ahead and find that chisel here. We'll get these U logs chopped up, and we'll do that while we are waiting for some of the flips here. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, please leave a like. Let's get some fletching gains today while we flip. I do recommend doing something active while you are flipping. It'll keep you more engaged with the game, and on top of that, you can make a little bit of extra profit on the side. Fletching U longbows is not really that profitable right now because of all the Twitch Prime bots. It's probably about 100k an hour right now, so it's not really worth it. But if you do unlock the tan hide leather spell, that can get you an extra 500k profit an hour while flipping. So it really adds up over time. Say you do a 3-hour session of flipping, well, that's 1.5 mil that you came away just from doing the tan hide leather the entire time. Yes, it's a little bit tedious, but hey, you want to make profit, you want to get rich in this game, it's not going to be easy, man. PVM Lee said, how long did one bill take? So that's a good question. One bill, so I have a loan out right now from another member in our Discord for 500 mil. I've held it for a little while. Like, I want to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't want to act like I'm this huge rich player. No, I'm still building my own cash stack. That being said, with the loan, I still am getting pretty close to one bill. I think I'm at about 800 mil right now, total value. So don't worry, we will be getting the 1 bill soon, and I'm really excited for that. We also, I haven't forgotten about the 1K Discord party too, guys. I know you guys want that really badly. We will be having the drop party. Trust me, I'm not going to forget about it. It will be soon. I don't know when. I haven't planned it out yet, but we're going to have it. And anyone can come to that event. Like, it's, I think we'll do like a, can I not? Okay, there we go. I think we'll do a free-to-play, like, what's it called? A free-to-play drop party? Sorry, my mind was going everywhere. We'll do a free-to-play drop party so that even free-to-play members can come along and join us on that. And I think I'm going to give 10 mil. We had some other people in our Discord saying they donate a couple mil as well. So probably around a 30-ish mil drop party for you all. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. Anyway, Sticky says, I got over a 1 mil profit a few days ago in like 10 minutes on a lucky bracelet of Ethereum flip. Was getting over 1.5k profit each to start. That's actually really good. So I used to flip the bracelets of Ethereum too, but I find they take a really long time. They might be a good overnight. I have to look into it. I flipped them when they had some crazy price swings though, because once they get under the alk price, like, it's a guarantee they're going back up in price, because people will start alking them and take some supply off the economy first of all, and of course people also notice the same opportunity where, hey, it's under alk price right now, let's buy in and get some loaded up. Dame OSRS says, hey Syratube, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by the stream today. Leave a like if you are enjoying it. We are just kicking back, doing some flips today. We've got the flips listed on the side in case you guys don't know how much of a quantity we've got. And that's what I do, is I switch from flipping statistics to the flipping, I think it's like flipping tracker or something. It's called Grand Exchange. But I just watch these on the side while I try to get some XP gains at the same time. We don't normally do any fletching while we're streaming, just to keep that content consistent. But since we do have this side panel, it's, you know, we can do both at the same time. So we're going to make some fletching gains here today. Hit you with the like with a heart. Thank you, Dame OSRS. Really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, the channel recently has been getting so much traffic, so thank you guys for all the continued support. Let me know if you have any questions in the live chat about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping. Really, it means a lot to me. If you guys have questions, I'd love to answer them. Or of course, if you have any suggestions about what to flip, because clearly I tried to flip these magic logs and it is not working out for me. Not even one tick banking. Yeah, I'm not like a great, like my mechanic skills in OSRS are not that good. Like I'm not really a great PVMer. I'm a horrible PKer, that's for sure. Not that I've like put in a ton of time to try to practice. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I try so hard and I can't do anything in game. No, honestly, I just flip so much that my mechanical skills are not that great anymore. Although, I do want to go to Corporal Beast tonight, so if anyone wants to go to Corporal Beast tonight, like 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, let me know. I'm totally going to go today and get a few KC in. I want to get, obviously, a money drop from him, but hopefully we get the pet instead. Lost 2 mil on Dragon Dart tips this morning. I think they went up crazy in price overnight. I think they went from like 3,200 to 3,400 because I tried to flip them overnight and only filled about 500 of them, which I turned around and sold for 3,400 this morning, which was a 200 GP increase from where I was buying in. Ryan Templeton coming in with a great question. Also, we need to turn around and sell these air orbs here once we finish this inventory, but Ryan says, I'm new to flipping. Should I be focusing on high volume items or high margins? He also asks, any suggestions for a 1 bill plus cash stack? So Ryan, if you are new to flipping, that's crazy because this is a unique situation that you're in. You have 1 bill and you're new to flipping, so things can actually get a little bit dangerous for you. So what I would recommend doing is honestly bank the 1 bill and then withdraw like 50 mil and then try to flip with it. When you are flipping, only stick to high volume items in the beginning. Stick to the high volume items like things like battle stabs, air orbs, rune darts, dragon arrows, sharks, mana rays, blood runes, death runes, law runes, nature runes. Stick to strictly high volume stuff. The goal behind flipping these high volume items is to learn how to flip and figure out like, okay, this is how flipping works. This is how long it takes once I list something. Trust me, you do not want to go in and try to flip everything with that 1 bill cash stack. Get the fundamentals down, make sure you know what is going on first, and then you can excel and you can actually put more money into your flips. Once you've got that done and you feel like you have a good grasp on the high volume items, you can start to do things that are a little bit more high margin. I would recommend moving into Barrow's gear after, so like the Carol's leather tops, Guthan's armor sets, Darok's armor sets, Archer rings, Berserker rings. Those are going to be the perfect next step for you. And then once you've nailed those, you can probably start to flip some more high margin stuff like Bando's chestplates, Bando's tassets, Toxic blowpipe, Serpentine helm, Armadillo chestplate, Armadillo chain skirt. But Ryan, I know that was a lot of information to come at you with. So if you do have a Discord account, I highly recommend joining our Discord group, link in the description below. I do a lot of personal coaching on there. If you message me personally, I'll respond to you. It's like basically an entire Discord that's focused on flipping and teaching other people how to flip. So a lot of people in the chat can vouch, I guarantee, that if you do join that Discord group, your questions will be answered. We have a great community going on there, and we'd love to have you. Hopefully that helped you out, Ryan, and thank you for the question. 75 Attack Boy says, do you reckon a GE Tracker membership is worth it? I only tried it a couple of times and it pushes members. P.S. It's me, Owen. Oh, I didn't know 75 Attack Boy was Owen. So thank you for the donation, man. And I do appreciate that. So, Owen, so it depends. It depends how much money you have, first of all, and what your actual goal of flipping is. If you really are going to be dedicated to flipping and it's one of your new money-making methods and you're really trying to excel your skill set, then GE Tracker Premium is a really great tool to do so. But let me ask you this, Owen. Why don't you message me on Discord? And we can talk about it in a personal chat, and you can just kind of tell me your flipping goals and how much you're working with, and I'll just, like, I can coach you through, like, if I think it's a good idea to get it, or when I think it's going to be a good idea for you to get it. honestly, GE Tracker Premium has made a big difference for me in my flips. I really like using it. The day graphs are really great, and they have a lot of tools on there that are great for not only large cash stacks, but also small cash stacks. The decanting calculator is literally the greatest thing for a smaller cash stack and can get you like 600k extra an hour, or not an hour, every 4 hours, which is actually a big deal. So I would recommend checking that out if you are interested. But again, if you have any further questions about if it's really right for you, reach out to me after the stream. But of course, if anyone is interested in getting GE Tracker Premium, there is a link in the description below. If you sign up with that link, not only will you have access to GE Tracker Premium upon payment, but you will be supporting the channel as well. So we really do appreciate it if you are interested. Are there GE Tracker free features? Yes, Dame OSRS. If you you can sign up with the link below, and you don't have to put in any card information. You don't have to make any payments. But if you do want to eventually, then even if you sign up with the link, it does help me out. So whether you're, a free user of GE Tracker or a premium user, using the link below to sign up does help me out a lot. I'm not going to keep pushing GE Tracker on the streams, but if anyone mentions it, I will say that I do have an affiliate link. And I want to be transparent. I do have an affiliate link with GE Tracker, but I do also think it is a valuable tool. I would not have taken the sponsorship if it was not a valuable tool. I use it all the time. It's really great, and we're going to leave it at that. Anyway, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, let me know. We're going to turn around and sell these Snapdragon seeds for I think it was like a 500 GP margin. We'll do 545. And we'll let that do its thing. Yeah, okay. That's going to sell off easy. I think GE Tracker is really great if you're trying to learn overnight flipping or investing. Then GE Tracker, they're really going to, it's going to excel your learning a lot. But again, if you guys have any questions about it, I can talk to you personally on Discord. Doesn't really matter. But on the streams, let's teach everyone. Let's not get too far into the details. So what I've been doing recently while I've been flipping, more so off stream, is I have been very focused on trying to do some higher margin flips. I've been flipping the volatile orb a lot, the Eldritch orb I've been trying to flip. What else have I been doing? I've been doing a Sanguesti staff that did really good for me last night, but I'm getting a little bit nervous because we're starting to see a lot of price fluctuation and a lot of volatility on these high-end PVM items. I do expect that they will crash in price soon, in a good amount. It's going to be crashing for a little bit of time. So I'm trying to be very cautious about how I do these overnight flips. Even last night got a little bit spooky. I was able to buy 2 Eldritch Orbs overnight, but in the morning they were not selling for the original margin. So I waited for a while and I was able to sell them, but only for like a 500k gain. I was hoping to get about a 3 mil gain for each of them for a total of a 6 mil profit, but I wasn't able to get that. So I'm getting a little bit spooked right now with the more expensive stuff, and I have been sticking majority to high volume stuff recently, but that is only me. I do expect things to drop in price soon, especially when the Twitch Prime bots start to leave the game. We're going to see a lot of higher volume items recover in price, and we're going to see a lot of these high-end PVM items come down in price. Typically, in the OSRS population graphs, we have the least amount of players during the summer, believe it or not. We have the least amount of players, so that is when gear tends to drop the most, and it's actually really odd how that works. You'd think more people would play during the summer, but that's actually not the case. Oh, 75 Attack Boy says, thank you for the advice. When is the next episode of the 100 mil series coming out? It is coming out, let me think, probably this upcoming Wednesday. I need a little bit more time on it, but I'm going to try to get back to the Wednesday upload schedule for those. So I'm just going to let this one roll over into the next week, and then we'll get that episode out for you. Arnold's Desire says, yo, what is up, Arnold? Thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream, and leave a like if you do. Mortmire Fungus will go up a lot after the Twitch Prime. It's botted a lot. I agree. That's actually one of the items I've been looking at, Waffle, is the Mortmire Fungus. It's actually super, super low right now, and it's crazy how low it is. I used to run Mortmire Fungus to make money. That used to be one of my money-making methods, and once you do the Mortania Hards, you get double the fungus, and it's actually a pretty good method. It's like, it used to be like 800k, 700, 800k an hour, but now it's not. Musical VS says, I actually invested into runes at the moment. Buying and selling fire for 5 and then sell for 6. Earth buy for 4, sell for 5. Slow way, but still income during the day. Yeah, I used to flip runes a good bit like that, but it's just not really worth the money in my opinion. If you have an alt account you could do it on, like a free-to-play account, then it is some good passive money, but even the maintenance is not really worth it in my opinion. Like, every day you get, like, I don't know. It's good if you have a smaller cash stack and you want to, like, try to build it up passively and you don't really want to play that game the game that much, and you are not, like, if you're not invested into searching for flips overnight and really checking the margins constantly, then it is a pretty good moneymaker, but it just doesn't bring you in a lot of cash. So I stopped doing it personally, but I know a lot of players who still do that, and I think I made a video on that a while back. 75 Attack Boy says, I think more people play in the winter as it's cold, so people don't want to go outside and they stay inside more. Yeah, that is a good point, but at the same time, like, different hemispheres of the world experience different seasons at the same, like, different times. So there must be a northern hemisphere, like, majority population for old school RuneScape. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I do know that less people play during the summer months. There's people running 80 to 100 fungus bots. Wow, that is really bad for the game. Honestly, I wish I didn't know that. I wish Jagex would kind of try to handle these bots a little bit better. I know it's pretty tough for their team, but still. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream today, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. Let's fletch up this inventory of U-logs here, and then we're going to turn around and get these items relisted here. And the magic logs are selling, so I'm happy to see that. A lot of sell action here. Very nice. 00 says F, I know, right? And then XOXO says, Jagex does not care, man. Yeah, I really don't think Jagex cares that much about the bots. And the reason that is because it makes their game look more popular to begin with. And second, bots have to buy bonds too. So it actually, like, sort of makes sense that Jagex doesn't care that much about getting rid of bots. Of course they do, and they have, like, a lot of effort that gets put into banning these bots. But, I mean, Jagex has been saying, like, oh, we're going to take down the bots. Oh, we've got this new botting thing for the longest time. And literally, they have not been able to defeat bots since 2004 when the game came out. Like, I don't really think they care that much at this point. They do detect them and they do ban them, but it's not like they've put any effort into thinking of a permanent solution. Maybe they have, and there just is not a permanent solution behind stopping botting, but it is a concerning feature of the game. And, I'm starting to think that the benefits are kind of outweighing the downside of the negative community for Jagex themselves. After the bot bust comes free Prime membership and the bots are back, GG. But I do think Jagex knows that there are bots right now, and they are upping their efforts a little bit to get rid of the bots. Fungus bots can get around 45 hours of botting in before getting banned. Wow, that's crazy. And then they swap everything over, so even if they do get banned, it's like suicide botting. Playlist comes in with a great point here. He says, it's not that they don't care, it's because there's no permanent solution to botting. If companies like Blizzard can't stop it, Jagex can't either. Here's the difference, is when you see, I don't think, okay, hold on. I really do want to jump into this, but let me go ahead and get some more stuff listed here. Let's try, like, some fire orbs as well. We haven't really done those yet. We'll check those out here, and we'll see if they hold a good margin. It's not, I just don't think that Jagex has an automated solution to catch bots. I really don't think they do. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have any automatic, they might have a few for, like, metrics, but I think they manually look at every account that's been automatically reported, and then they ban them based on if they think they got botted or not, or if they were botting or not. But anyway, let's go ahead. We'll do I think we checked dragon arrows earlier. We'll do dragon leather. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll check it out really quick. Oh wow, really cheap on the leathers right now. It's not really a good flip. We're gonna stay away from that. We'll do the sharks next. Sharks tend to hold a decent margin. You're gonna get at least 2 to 3 GP on these, and if you obviously get less than that, it's probably not worth flipping. If you ever see sharks stretch to like a 7 to 10 GP margin, just be a little bit careful flipping them. Today, we're hoping to get a 6 GP margin, so we'll check that out here. Let's also get the mana rays going as well. I used to flip these like every live stream. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I used to flip these super often. Okay, let's get back into the botting talk though, because that is super interesting to me. Let me just get these listed here for a 4 GP margin. The profit on those. We're sticking to high volume flips today, guys, because the high margin stuff might be a little bit too risky. Anyway, playlists, I'm going to read your point again. He says, it's not that Jagex doesn't care about botting. It's just because there's no permanent solution to botting. If companies like Blizzard can't stop it, Jagex cannot either. Here's the thing. In RuneScape 3, it's to my understanding that Jagex has gotten most of the bots off the game. I think their botting solutions in their modern game are very, very effective. Owen coming back with another tip of $4.20. Thank you, Owen. Dude, appreciate it so much, man. He says, ever tried staminas? Got some good margins on them recently. I have tried staminas, and staminas are holding insane margins right now because of the new update, the Darkmire update, which has just put the stamina pots into the most volatile state I've ever seen for them. So they have been crazy, and they're really great for active flipping right now. Thank you for the donation, Owen. Appreciate it. And let's get back into the botting. Bought in Nightmare Zone for months before getting 2 days ban over 99 melee. I do not recommend botting. I do not condone it. It is very risky and you could get all of your accounts banned. Do not bot, guys. It's super, super risky and I don't want you guys to get banned. But here's the thing. Blizzard has like automated protocols in place to catch bots and to stop bots. Their bot detection, their bot banning is much quicker, it's more effective, and it's more permanent than Jagex has. It's not easy to ban if you're paying subscription to a game like World of Warcraft and your account gets banned, well, you just lost like 15 bucks. So, I mean, it's a bigger risk, there's not as many bots, the bot detection is way stronger, and the bots don't survive that long. That's the difference. And with Jagex, it's just like, it's super easy to mass bot this game, and if you're a super wealthy player, you can just pump some of your cash into bonds and fund it that way. Fund the membership that way. Of course, you can do the same for World of Warcraft, but the risk is way higher and there's way more to lose, and the botting is not as lucrative. Sure, you can run a bot on World of Warcraft for 12 hours and then it gets banned, and let's say you made, I don't know, like tons of gold. But even so, you're running one bot. In RuneScape though, botters can run like 100 accounts. That's the problem. It decimates the economy. It decimates so much of supply is brought into the game. It just wipes out these items. Like look at Red Chinchampas. Look at Mortmire Fungus. Bots have absolutely crushed the markets for these right now. Absolutely dumping down in price. Like 250 GP losses on Mortmire Fungus in 2 weeks. Chins are like almost at an all-time low, down like 300 GP from the top. So, yeah, it's not like, you know, I don't know if it's hard to ban these bots or what it is. I think it has to do something with the engine that the game is run on top of, that they can't implement good botting solutions, so they have to do a lot of the work manually, and while they have to do a lot of the stuff manually, at the same time, they also don't have a large team, so that is the problem. Blizzard isn't great at banning the bots either. I used to make well over 100k a year using a key sending program to bot. Wow, interesting actually. And WoW tokens, there are WoW tokens as well, so you don't spend real money. Yeah, but the WoW tokens, from my understanding, are really expensive compared to like a bond. Like a bond is expensive, but like any player can really afford it. as far as I understand, WoW tokens go, not a lot of players can afford it without really grinding in the game. Anyway, playlists, you probably know the WoW scene a little bit better than I do, but thanks for your input, man. I do appreciate it, and I like talking about just botting across both games and how each economy is affected. But I would have to think that maybe Blizzard's not great at banning bots, but they are better than Jagex. If I had to guess, that would be my viewpoint. I could be wrong, but Samfuse are good flips for me as well. Sorry guys, I was going on a huge rant and I missed a lot of the chat here, so let me go ahead and answer some questions. Can you get a bond in WoW? Yes, sort of. There's like something called a WoW token which you can buy, which is basically a bond. You buy it with in-game gold. Anyway, 53 woodcutting needs 66 for the new quest. Going to be doing a lot of mobile the next 5 days, lol. Dude, one time I was like on vacation and I played mobile and I was just cutting logs for like every day. I was cutting yew logs for like the longest time. That's why my woodcutting is like 77. It's like cut a bunch of yew logs. You flipped the Eldritch Orb overnight. You must be brave. I quit after I couldn't flip the Nightmare Staff, let alone flip the other Nightmare items. Still need a year plus for items to become higher. Yeah, I higher volume. Yeah, that's true. Once they become higher volume, they're going to be faster flips. So auto-banning everything will ban a lot of real players. That's a good point, playlists. And they have to do it manually because if they don't, then they're going to ban a lot of real players. That makes sense. That actually does make sense. I wonder how the bot detection works. I know Jagex doesn't want to tell us for obvious reasons, but it would be good to know. I used to grind Sapphire rings 10 hours and then I quit after I got a bond. Waffle, that seems counterproductive, man. Anyway, I'm like so off track from the flips right now. Let's get back into flipping. We need to adjust a few items here because the burnt pages have just not been buying, and I've noticed that for a while now. Let's go ahead and sell these for we'll do a 3 GP under our original margin. We're also going to turn around and sell these battle stabs as well. We'll do 218. That is good. Snapdragon seeds, we could drop them a little bit more. They might sell though, so we'll sit on top of those for a minute. Dissolver scales, probably not going to work out for us too well today. We're going to sell these for 233 each. Let that do its thing. Magic logs are almost complete. Sharks are almost complete as well. Mana rays, we're going to cut back on those as well. Turn around and make a sell offer. I believe we were getting 5 GP on those. Yeah, we were getting 5. We'll try to get that. No, I think we were getting 4. Yeah, we were getting 4 on those. And these overscales went off super fast. Let's do the Amulet of Torture. Now, this is something that is not necessarily a high volume item, but it is a high like for its margin, it's pretty high volume, I will say. So let's go ahead and flip that around a little bit. Ooh, really, really solid margin on the Amulets of Torture right now. Let's try and get 7 of those. So it moves to manual vetting of the accounts, and then smart botters just mass suicide bots on the weekends while Jagex is out of the office. Man, those dang botters, man. Anyway, hopefully in the future we'll have some better bot detection solutions, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Sorry, World of RS, I missed your question. Let me find it for you. I don't know what the other question you have. Anyway, any tips for me trying to flip the nightmare items? Honestly, it's not an easy thing to do. You just have to put a listing in like 3 mil under what you're seeing the margins on GE Tracker, and you just hope that it buys overnight. If it does, you can usually turn around and sell it in the morning for a solid profit. That's really all that goes into it. It's a lot of luck with those items, and it's very, very risky, so I would be careful. Arnold's Desire says Cave of Skulls has dropped from like 12 mil to 9.7 mil in a couple of days. Ooh. Is that a clue scroll item, the Cave of Skulls? Pretty sure it's a free-to-play item, but I could be wrong. Let's do some of the the God Swords. Like, we can try the Bandos God Sword. It's probably going to be a little bit risky. I saw it go on a huge price run recently, but I want to take a look and see what it's sitting at today here. Anyway, sorry I've gotten so sidetracked today, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream, though, and you enjoyed the discussion about the bots. If you are enjoying the stream, though, leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Snack Food OSRS says, what's good, my man? Thank you for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. Guys, if you don't know Snack Food OSRS, he is a skiller content creator here on YouTube. So I think he just hit 300 subscribers. So congrats, Snack Food. If you like skilling content, go ahead and check him out. He makes some really quality content, and he's pretty active on YouTube. So anyway, let's go ahead and turn around and sell these Amulets of Torturer for 18,795,995. That's 5k under the original margin, but again, when we are flipping on live stream, we're not exactly looking for those huge margins. We're looking for speed. We want to cycle through as many items as we can and just get as many flips showcased as possible. Anyway, try the AGS. Okay, we'll do the Armadyl God Sword here. Let's see. So the Armadyl God Sword hasn't gone under 10 mil yet. It looks like it's holding resistance at 10 mil or around that range. Looks like we got those magic logs off finally, and the sharks off as well. Very nice. The Amulets of Torture are starting to sell too, so we cannot complain about that. Let's go ahead and list 7 of these Armadyl God Swords. Hopefully we will get a solid profit on those. Caleb Starnecki says, Syratube, hope all is well, buddy. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate the kind words, and hopefully you're having a great day. Leave a like if you are, man. SpaceX is launching the rocket soon, by the way. They were supposed to launch it on, what, Thursday, I think? But anyway. OS needs a gold sink, and it needs it now. XOXO, I made a video a long time ago about OSRS gold sinks. So it's funny you mentioned that. I have been a proponent for OSRS gold sinks for a very, very long time. The value of GP. So here's what happened is RuneScape actually old school RuneScape went on a crazy run as far as the player base count goes. So we have a lot of active players right now. It might be because of the current state of the world and, you know, the human malware that is being spread around to people. But anyway, Playlist brings up a good point here and says there are enough gold sinks. OS needs item sinks. I agree. There needs to be some fundamental changes to some of these items. For example, we need to add more things where like the Abyssal Tentacle, for example. That's a great item because it takes whips out of the game, and that's what we need. We need items that are like an addition to other items that destroy the item entirely once they're gone. So things like, you could do this for the Armadyl God Sword, the Bandos God Sword. These are not super expensive items to really rich players. If you could put an extra add-on item that provides like a +2 strength bonus or, you know, an attack bonus or something like that, then these would actually be consumed and taken out of the game. So they would become more valuable and the game would be a little bit more balanced. Caleb, don't worry, he has bots fishing and cooking his lobsters, and he stays inside and flips all day. Thanks for talking me up, Waffle. Appreciate it, man. Anyway, Snack Food OSRS says, when buying and selling items, how do you keep track on specific ideas for the buy and sell prices? I always forget and get confused when I do so many items. That's a good question. A lot of the times, I will just track prices in my history, but there has been an amazing plugin that's come out for RuneLite recently called Flipping Statistics, which lets you track all the prices here on the side, so you never forget what the margins are, and you can look at your total profit after you finish the flip. So that is super helpful for, you know, keeping track of your margins for certain items. A lot of it is I've just been flipping for a long time, so I know in my mind that I have to remember a certain margin in the future, and I just kind of keep it in my head. I don't know, it comes with experience, I guess. An easy gold sink is to just ban botter mules, and there will be so much less real world trading and reducing the Zalra GP an hour. Yeah, that's true, but it's just not as easy as it sounds. Jagex they're kind of a smaller gaming company. They don't have a ton of resources for old school RuneScape, so that just has to be kept in mind when making decisions on the game's state and what they're going to do to fix the economy. But it is definitely inflated right now. But the recent player boost has helped out a lot in deflating it a little bit, because there's more people that need gold in the game, there's more demand, so that it's kind of balanced it out a little bit. Aldi says, do you know why my flipping utilities plugin is not displaying all my accounts? It only says account wide at the top. I don't see the option to toggle multiple accounts. I don't know why that would be the case, to be honest. You might need to update RuneLite or something. I know the update to switch accounts is a recent update, so I'm really not sure, Aldi. But if you are curious to where he is, you can actually contact him in my Discord group. There's a link in the description below. Join that group and just message me, and I'll send you his contact information, and you can talk back and forth with him about the possible bug, and maybe he can fix it for you. Anyway, Tentacle Whip removes the whips from the game, but adds a lot of reward trading with staking. That is true. AEADA, sorry, I don't know how to say your name. He says, what to flip while sleeping? Well, that's a good question. Depends how much gold you have to work with. If you have a significant amount of gold and you have some flipping experience, you're going to want to try to flip some high margin items overnight. So things like Armadillo chain skirts, Armadillo chest plates, Bandos tassets, Bandos chest plates, amulets of torture, necklaces of anguish. Those are all great items to try. If you don't have as much money and you want to stick to high volume items, sharks overnight are really good in my opinion. Some other ones are air orbs are good. Battle staves are okay if you get the right listing, but anyway. Wow, I just saw that flip. Damn, that is a crazy flip. I'm not going to talk about it, but that is a wild flip, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some flips going here, since, well, actually, I don't know how far I'm going to go in. We will be wrapping up here in like 5 minutes or so, so I'm not going to go too heavy into the flips. But again, let me ask this, guys. I will be going to Corporal Beast tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are interested in going with me, I'd love to have more members. Join our Discord in the link in the description below. You can communicate with me on there, and I'll be talking about it in there. But again, our Discord is focused on how to flip any item in old school RuneScape. We teach players how to flip with any amount of cash in the game, whether you've got 10 mil or a billion GP. We can teach you the tips and tricks on how to flip in old school RuneScape. My channel also has a ton of content that teaches players how to flip items back and forth with any amount of cash. So if you are interested in learning and you're really dedicated to trying to make more money in old school RuneScape, we've got the resources for you here on this channel. And of course, if you are enjoying the stream, drop a like on it. Really does help me out a lot. How do you guys like the music, by the way? We used to use this old soundtrack that unfortunately we can't use anymore, but I changed up the music to some newish kind of stuff, and hopefully you guys do like the beats in the background. Wow, these amulets of torture are making us a lot of money today. 204k we've got those amulets of torture going for. Very, very nice. Pretty good profit today on the live stream for only high volume items. 1.2 mil in an hour on only high volume items. That is pretty strong. Musical VS says, do you ever play on mobile? So I will play on mobile occasionally. For the most part, I play on mobile if like I've got to check a flip and I'm out and about. I'll check it on mobile. Obviously, it's very convenient. The only reason I don't like playing on mobile is because controlling your character is not as easy. Flipping on mobile is a little bit more time consuming and it's harder to read on a smaller screen in my opinion. And I love using the flipping statistics plugin, so any moment that I can flip on the computer, I try to. But sometimes I do play on mobile, yeah. I never play the game seriously on mobile though. I don't think I ever really do anything serious. Try to get another quantity of the U-logs done here. Really awesome stream today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you did enjoy it as well. I'll try to post some of the more lucrative flips I have today, the high margin stuff that I'll be going for in our Discord group. So if you are interested in checking that out, you can join us using the link in the description below. We'd love to have you in there. We teach people how to flip. Another Owen, you're being super generous today, man. You don't have to keep tipping, but I really do appreciate it. Owen coming in with another $1. Thank you so much, man. You have just absolutely blown up the live stream with donations today, so thank you so much for that. Getting XP while flipping, you are learning from me, always getting XP. Yes, learning from the Michael Jordan of XP. Love that, man. But again, Owen, thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate that. We're going to turn around and sell everything here now. I'll keep you guys updated on the profits in the Discord group. This says the margin crashed a little bit. Runelight thinks the margin crashed. I don't think it did. We're going to hold out on those. The Snapdragon Seeds will probably sell as well, so we'll let that do its thing. And let's fletch these logs up a bit. XOXO says you should do longer streams, flipping, and chill skilling. We can definitely do that in the future. The problem is, I have to make a big flipping list of some high volume stuff that I can attack during the stream. And the reason that is because when I'm on stream and doing a ton of different things, I get distracted from flipping in general. So if I could build out a list beforehand that I can just go through and flip, we'd be a lot more effective. We could stream for longer. And not that I can't stream for longer to begin with, it's just I get tired and fatigued, and today I want to go outside. It's a super nice day out, and it's been a while since I've been able to get outside and honestly run around a lot, so I'm going to get some exercise in today. Not typical for the average RuneScape player, guys, I know how it is, but hey, come on, if I don't go outside, my heart's going to give out on me. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Ended the stream with a 1.19 mil profit, so basically a 1.2 mil profit. We've actually probably made a little bit more than that, but we have to wait for these items to sell on the Grand Exchange. Got some XP gains today, which I was super happy to do. Usually we don't do that on stream, so we need to focus more on getting some XP and also getting some GP at the same time. 75 Attack Boy, wrapping up the last comment here today. He says, no problem, bro. You make free content for people, so donating doesn't bother me. I like helping creators. Thank you so much, 75 Attack Boy, also known as Owen. Really do appreciate the awesome support. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the stream today, please drop a like. It really helps me out a lot, and it's free to do. You can join us on our Discord group, link in the description below, to know when I'm streaming and to learn how to flip. We help anyone who wants to learn how to flip with any amount of cash can learn in our Discord group below. Of course, we have some YouTube videos as well you can check out, but I'll let you do that on your own accord. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you all next time.